Well, as you've probably figured out, it happened again. This time, this episode is known as Father, remember to put the microphone back on after you put on your chasuble, and don't leave it sitting on the table when you go into the church for Mass. But I managed to do that this morning. So we have an opportunity to do yet another episode in this scintillating series, What We Missed at Mass This Morning. The gospel reading today, though you may have heard it faintly in the distance, was from the 20th chapter of St. John's Gospel, verses 11 through 18. And here it goes. John writes, Mary Magdalene stood weeping outside the tomb, and as she wept, she stooped to look into the tomb. And she saw two angels in white sitting where the body of Jesus had lain, one at the head and one at the feet. They said to her, Woman, why are you weeping? She said to them, Because they have taken away my Lord, and I do not know where they have laid him. Saying this, she turned round and saw Jesus standing, but she did not know that it was Jesus. Jesus said to her, Woman, why are you weeping? Whom do you seek? Supposing him to be the gardener, she said to him, Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have laid him, and I will take him away. Jesus said to her, Mary. She turned and said to him in Hebrew, Rabboni, which means teacher. Jesus said to her, Do not hold me, for I have not yet ascended to the Father, but go to my brethren and say to them, I am ascending to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God. Mary Magdalene went and said to the disciples, I have seen the Lord. And she told them that he had said these things to her. The Gospel of the Lord. Now, what I read after that, what you missed this morning, was a reading from a homily by St. Gregory the Great. And here's what St. Gregory had to say about this passage. Mary Magdalene, if we may be permitted to identify her as the woman of the city who was a sinner, through love of the truth, washed away by her tears the befoulment of her sin, and thereby the word of the truth was fulfilled which he spake. Her sins, which are many, are forgiven, for she loved much. She that had remained cold while she sinned, became burning when she loved. And so Mary Magdalene, after that she had been to the sepulchre, and had not found there the body of the Lord, wherefrom she was led to believe that it had been taken away, went out and told his disciples, and they came and saw, and thought it was even as she had said. So it was written. Then the disciples went away again unto their own home. But of her it is said, Mary stood without at the sepulchre weeping. In connection with this matter, we ought to ponder on this, namely the great store of love which was in that woman's heart. For she, when even his disciples were gone away, could not tear herself from the grave of the Lord. She sought him whom she had not found there, and as she sought, she wept. And the fire of love in her heart yearned after him, who, as she believed, had been taken away. And so it came to pass that she who had lingered to seek him was the only one who then saw him. For the backbone of a good work is endurance, and the voice of the truth himself hath said, He that endureth to the end shall be saved. As Mary wept there, she stooped down and looked into the sepulchre. It was but a little while since she had seen that the sepulchre was empty, and had declared that the Lord was taken away. Why then should she stoop down and look in again? It was because she loved him so well that one look was not enough. The energy of her affection constrained her to search again and again. She began by searching and not finding, but she endured in her search, and behold, it came to pass that she found. And this was done that our own longings for Christ's presence might be taught to expand, and that we might know how that as they expand, they will meet with him to whom they aspire. And there ends the reading. Mary stood at the sepulchre weeping, and seeth two angels in white sitting, and the napkin that was about the head of Jesus. Alleluia. And now you know what we missed at Mass this morning. God bless you. Stay tuned. Who knows? It might happen again.